Since the dawn of civilization, we've got a lot of shit done. We've gone to the moon, created movies about flipping wizards, and have even invented weapons that can eradicate everything we've built in an instant. Which sounds counterproductive, but impressive nonetheless. And it does make you wonder, how did we get all of this done within such a short period of time? Well, let's start with where it all began. In this little place we call Mesopotamia, 10,000 years ago. Seems unremarkable enough, but it was here that the first city known to mankind was ever built. Çatalhöyük. Not only was this the first city ever, it was also the first one to hit 10,000 people, and it actually remained the only city on Earth for a few decades. But, soon enough, other civilizations started popping up all over the world. Well, at least one half of it, with each one seemingly bigger than the last. These civilizations soon started to learn that when you work together in large numbers, you can invent some pretty nifty things, like this, or this. And they also further realized that when you can come together as one, you can also better take over other civilizations, and assimilate their resources and people, leading to bigger and deadlier wars. And as technology got more advanced through the years, so did these conflicts, and we eventually got new weapons, like chemical and biological based ones, that not only made wars deadlier, but also more sinister. And another big upgrade came actually not so long ago through the invention of firearms, which originated in China before spreading to the rest of East Asia, and then eventually to Europe and beyond. Business was no doubt booming for our warfare-loving enthusiasts, and thanks to the wide range of weapons that could be acquired into one's arsenal, sometimes things got a little carried away. As our ability to kill and wage large-scale wars increased, so did our prowess for creating defensive measures meant to mitigate the damage that these wars caused, with big ol' walls and nice chunky fortresses having been the favorite choices throughout most of history. This development of civilization also helped us to figure out how to really get the most out of people and improve productivity. And not to mention that civilization played a big role in the population increase seen worldwide. But what really blew the top off humanity, so to speak, was the Industrial Revolution, which took place about 200 years ago in England, and saw the rise of the age of machines. Suddenly, we were no longer using horses to pull carts, or small-time laborers to make textile, and when you looked up to the sky, there was a big chance that you did not see a nice clear sun, but instead, endless clouds of smog and coal. You know, just a little bit of inconvenience in the pursuit of progress. Some of the other really important changes during this revolution included the introduction of dynamite, steam engines, and giant bag things that floated in the sky, aka hot air balloons. All these new toys and gizmos were fun and all, and lifespan did increase tenfold, but the Industrial Revolution wasn't just all fun and games, as it did come with its very own growing pains. First off, a few people weren't very happy with all those machines taking their jobs. And I guess we could assume that animals were not too excited about the rise in pollution or machines either. And for the children, well, childhood went from being pretty hardcore to outright depressing, with arduous factory jobs and pollutant-ridden tasks being normal everyday occurrences for people under 14. Eventually, and thankfully, people caught on that this stuff wasn't all that great or ethical, and thereby leading governments to enact various bills and laws in order to curb some of the nastier side effects of the Industrial Revolution. Now that being said, while we seemingly learn from child labor, kind of, civilization has kept on pumping away at various wars that turned out to get even deadlier and deadlier thanks to this revolution. I mean, just ask Europe.